Welcome to the Dude Show podcast, starring Patrick and Chris, news with Bethany Brooke Anderson, and commentary from producer Lewis and MIkey. Clothing is optional for this broadcast, so grab yourself a whatever, sit back, and prepare to eat pie like you're on death row, you son of a bitch! And without further ado, let's fire this motherfucker up!
Yes, let us do that.
Woo! Winner, winner.
A lot of cheering there.
Yeah.
Oh, so good to be here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming into our world and listening, because that's the only way we can keep this little thing going on here is if you guys are listening. Because if no one's listening, it's just, I don't know, a couple people that smoke weed and drink too much. Then it's just us. But
be lonely.
So, MIkey, how you doing?
Pretty good. Shout out to Lou Dog.
Oh, well. Okay.
Producer Lewis.
You're not going to let that go, huh? All right. McRitchie, you were looking good tonight. You shaved. You dyed your beard. Looks pretty good.
I did. I think my beard is starting to become resistant to the dye.
Okay.
Let it go. Let it go free.
Because I dye my beard as well. I'm trying to stay young.
Yeah, no, thanks for outing me.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, Bethany, you did not dye your hair tonight. You look amazing, as always.
Thank you so much. Sure.
So a lot to get to on the show. We're going to open up the show with me blabbing on for a little bit, and then we like to play a little game, and then we got some news for you, and we got some special guests coming on. We got a guy named Greg Hasty. He's a friend of the family here, and then D-Rock as usual.
As usual.
As per usual. So let's just get into it, kids. As always, I go through my day, and I get a lot of pushback from other members of mankind, as you know.
Yeah.
And, this week was no different. And that's why I like to come in here and be in the podcast. I like to bounce things off the team here.
We're good.
Right.
Well, you're not that good. You guys, I do this a lot.
How dare you?
You guys are it's like 0 for 100 in the problem-solving department. I never feel better leaving here. I'm just going to say that right now.
You keep coming back for more.
You only feel better when you pay, Pat.
Well,
it makes it
I
worth
learned that in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is American.
Yeah.
Let's move on. All right, so guys, I want to ask you. Something happened this week. I was embroiled in some controversy.
Stop.
Embroiled.
You don't say.
Yeah, and as you know, I don't like to make waves.
No?
Oh, God, no.
Smooth sailing.
No. I look, when something comes up where it might be confrontational, I like to turn the good cheek, or what's the expression there?
Run away.
The brown eye?
No.
Oh, shit.
the wrong expression.
I like to turn the cheek. I like to move on. I like to be the bigger man.
Yes. Keep it calm.
Well, except in cases where, say, someone like horrible parents. If there's an argument there, I'll let those people have it if they're fucking up.
Right.
If it's some people that parked wrong in a parking lot at Walmart,
we hate that.
Let them have. On occasion, it's a bridesmaid in Vegas that's getting a little lippy at the crap table. I'll fucking let that bitch know where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than
absolutely.
Yeah.
I normally like to just avoid confrontation.
Live and let live.
But this week, there was no avoiding it.
Nope.
All right, this is how it started. Earlier this week, I was going to a house party with several friends and acquaintances.
Fancy.
As you know, I have a lot of friends.
You do.
You do.
I'm
I don't know if
well-liked.
you're aware. I've heard the word on the street is that you're kind of a big deal.
You're popular.
Well, you said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm well-liked, though, respected by many. A lot of
Feared.
people look, when I say I'm going somewhere, a lot of people like to join me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
One-man party.
This week, we were meeting at my place, and then we were going to head over to a house party. And so as we're driving over to the house party, I'm going to use a different name, an alias for this girl. I'm going to say her name is Sarah. She's a friend for about 10 years. Her and I are driving to a house party where about 100 people are going to be.
All right.
And on the car ride over, somehow we get on the topic of STDs.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea,
That's cheery.
herpes.
Pre-party talk.
Boo.
What's some other
AIDS.
AIDS. What other ones we got?
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. That's a big one.
HPV.
Genital warts.
Genital warts.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about that. We're having a good old time.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Sarah, despite my, my dangerous sexual past, I had managed to avoid getting any of these things.
Gotcha.
And we had a good laugh about it.
I still want to see the tests.
We had a good chuckle. No. You don't. No. You don't need to see. You don't need to see those records. We had a good chuckle about it. And as we're talking about on the way to the party, I said, "Hey, do you got anything?" She said, "No." And then I said, "You know what? I don't know why I asked." I go, "Do you know anybody that does?"
Oh.
And she said,
no.
The name I'm about to say, I'm going to change the name
Say
because
the
this is a
name.
friend.
Say the real
Protect
name.
the dirty.
Yeah, to protect the guilty. She said, Cara, again, not a real name, peeps. Cara has herpes. And I said, what kind? She goes, lip herpes. I go, ooh, my God. I know we're kind of friends. I go, thank God I never hooked up with her. Jesus Christ. I don't want to fucking, a big rash on my lip for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And so that was the end of it. And then we go to the house party. So a lot of friends are there. And ironically, the girl that she's talking about, Cara, is at the party. And she's
Was that lip herpy humming?
It was not. It was
All right.
dormant.
It was dormant.
To use a medical
Just
term.
waiting to pounce like a tiger.
Well, we're all having a good time, and as the night goes on, I noticed that Cara's talking to an acquaintance. I'd say kind of on the outer fringes of friendship. A guy I know kind of casually, kind of a friend. His name's Derek. I've changed that name as well. I've changed that name. Not the member of the team here, D-Rock.
Not D-Rock.
Oh, no.
A guy named Derek.
Another Derek. A D-Rock.
And they're talking it up all night. And I notice they're cozying up to one another.
Uh-oh.
And it's running into the late morning, and I start noticing they're starting to kiss.
Oh, no.
Yes. So Derek comes over to me at some point. He goes, hey, you know this girl? I go, yeah, she's cool girl. And he goes, I know this sounds crazy, but I think I'm going to end up going back to her place.
Oh, no.
So,
This is going.
as I see them walking out the door, or kind of like they're wrapping it up where they're about to leave, I say, hey, Derek, come on over here for a second. I go,
No.
Derek, I want to tell you something. You're going to go home with her. Or you're going to go, yeah, I'm going to fuck the shit out of this bitch. I go, that's cool. I go, I have to tell you something, though. This is weird, but just to help you, she has herpes, just to let you know.
Boo.
All right, fuck off. I'd want someone to do this. And this is what he said. He said, so do I.
Awesome.
Word.
So no problem.
Fucking.
And I was like,
Okay.
Thank God.
herpes.com.
yeah. So, I mean, that was some good news. And I said, all right, well, I just thought I'd let you know because I would hope that you would do that for me.
Really?
And he said, well, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Really?
Yes. So I felt pretty good coming home from that party. I did some goodwill, and you know what? Turns out it all worked. They were going to both be banging each other.
That's
and
right. They were made to be together.
They were made to be together. Well, as
communicable
always, when I
diseases.
try and do some good, I never am rewarded for this. The other morning, I received a phone call very early in the morning.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
From Cara.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Cara said, I didn't pick up. I listened to a message.
Right.
The message
Never
ran
pick
about
up.
this. Hello, attention, dickhead. Thanks for broadcasting to the world that I have herpes. I am very insecure about that. I don't know how you found out about that, but you're a fucking asshole. And if I ever see you again, I will punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Click.
How dare you?
Now, there's only one way that Cara found out that There's only one way that Cara found out that I
Who had the
told-
big mouth?
Right.
Well,
There's only
Derek
one.
did.
Of course.
So I called Derek and I said, Derek, what happened? And he goes, oh, man. So
Oh, dude.
we had an amazing night. I like this girl. She's really cool. Thanks for introducing me to her. I didn't actually introduce him to her, but
Right.
I don't know how he
However
remembered that
remembers
night.
it.
But so I said, she called and yelled at me, and he goes, oh, yeah. I just brought it up to her. I just said, hey, I got herpes, and you do too, and then we totally connected on that. By the way, which brings me to this thing, which is that people, at least, especially men, struggle to find something to have in common with women.
Yeah.
We do. It's like, oh my God, you like cake? So do I. Your birthday's in
wine?
July?
I like
Mine's
wine.
it's August. We should be soulmates.
You got herpes? So do I. Oh, my God.
You got gonorrhea? Yeah, my poop's green too.
got
It's a
that.
side effect of that.
God. Irritable bowel? I can't keep anything down.
We're soulmates. Son of a bitch.
Oh.
So So that's where it is. So I lost, I guess, a kind of friend based on me trying to help another acquaintance. So, Peeps, I need to know where you stand with this. Did I do the right thing? Was I helping somebody?
Hey, way to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Well, Bethany, since you've already...
evidently.
Well, I have an opinion. That's my
Bethany
time
feels
now.
that you overstepped your boundaries, so
Yeah,
please
dude.
let's extrapolate
Bethany,
on that.
please extrapolate.
I think that they're two consenting adults, and if he wanted to bring up his herpes, he could have done it. Probably.
Well, it
and
was
she
her
should have done
herpes
it.
that got brought
right.
up, yeah.
Well, maybe she was going to bring it up anyways, and maybe didn't really want the whole world to know. I think that if he wasn't your friend, like close, I mean, if it was McRitchie, maybe. But otherwise, if you knew her better, I would have...
You're on your own, Mikey.
Trust her. Yeah, I think it was nosy. But maybe it's like some bro code that I don't know.
It is a bit of a bro code.
I don't
Bethany,
think-
let me ask you. You were at I don't know, in a male strip club or something. I don't know where you frequent
yeah,
these
all the
days
time.
to pull some dick. But
I'm engaged. I pull dick whenever
She's only
I want.
pulling one dick.
well, all right, fine. Well, she's a woman, still has needs.
Yeah.
So then,
Blondie over here.
well, Bethany, I would think that you'd hope that someone would come up and let you know, give you a little heads up, a tip.
I would think that it would be kind of rude if someone came up and told me that.
The guy you've been talking to all night that I think you're going to leave this fucking party with and go home and fucking have some hijinks
Okay,
with.
I have a trump. If he's got AIDS, maybe. Otherwise, I don't know.
So
Herpes.
you would work around the herpes.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's all kind of
mean,
weird
a
to
lot of
involve
people-
yourself.
A lot of people have herpes these days, like most people.
But
No.
granted,
I
that
don't.
guy was coming up to you and telling you that he was going to fuck her. So he did kind of like open a door to talk about those kind of sexual things. So
Well, he's going home with her. He just met her.
right,
They were
and-
drinking.
and he was telling you outright that he was going to have sex with her. So I mean, maybe it's not that inappropriate.
Mikey, you seem like you're chomping at the bit. I mean, you're at least 8 feet away from the microphone right now. Playing fantasy football. You want to let us
Fantasy
know how you
football.
feel about this? Or
Feeling comfy in that sweater.
Mikey, was I
love
wrong
that
in trying to
sweater.
help out a guy or what?
Well, I haven't been in this personal situation much because you can't get herpes from cheeseburgers. So
Hey.
I'm usually not there.
Hey.
Anyways,
sure?
so different situation, different context. Can you warn anyone about anything? I have a friend who's a valet, and he knows who comes in and out of this club frequently, and he knows this lady is a dude, and he has a drunk person who goes in there, and he knows the guy's drunk. He parks the guy's car, and then at the end of the night, that guy's leaving, and the guy's just shit hammered.
Yeah.
Like, do you say, hey, you're making out with this
No.
guy?
No, you don't. Let him discover the dick.
I think you
But
play
there might
that
be
thing
a
until the
murder
Jack in
later,
the
though.
Box.
Mikey could have prevented a murder. Can you imagine a
Why?
guy going home, getting some chick on the bed that he thinks the chick's spread
No,
eagle,
I
and then
think it
there's a
would be
huge
a
cock
really great
staring back at him?
spiritual awakening for that guy when he found his penis. Maybe he would put down the bottle.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've gone home with a lot of things I wasn't sure what the fuck that was. You know what I mean? Thank God it wasn't a guy.
You
But
never
I mean,
went home with a lady boy?
there's been a lot of girls that I would probably have slept with a guy before I slept with them. They're pretty hideous. I really drink a lot. I really drink a lot. So, Mikey, what you're saying is you wouldn't agree with me either. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think he does.
No, he said he turned a blind eye to the dude going home with the
No,
guys.
I had nothing to do with it, but the
Was a
guy
valet.
was warned. I've never been a valet.
So what would you do, Mike?
What would I do?
Would you warn someone about a lady
In
penis?
10 seconds or less.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
gotta
you
do
would.
it.
Really? You would say, that lady has a penis.
Yep. Flag on the play.
Thank you, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, I always like Mikey. He chimes in with football analogies. I don't
does.
understand what they mean. Chris, what say you, sir?
I say that as a bro, as Bethany said before, as bro code, I would appreciate that. You know, LA is a big city. You know, there's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of traps, and anything you can do, any little cheat. You know, like the video gamers, they have the cheat books. If you can get a little cheat on that and be like, hey man, because your friend, like he was gonna go home and bang that girl regardless. Like you were giving him a public service announcement, but it was on. It was past the point. He's just like, okay, she's got the herpes. I don't see anything visible.
Wait.
I'm gonna wrap something up. It's gonna happen. Like I'm rolling the dice and it's happening.
So if you were getting ready to sleep with a chick and you took your pants off and she saw your penis and she was like, oh, it's not as small as I thought. And you're like, what are you talking about? And you're like, oh, my friend Susie just warned me before I went home with you that you have a really small penis. Would you find that inappropriate?
That has nothing to do with...
I don't know if that analogy applies, Beth.
Yeah.
No? I mean, it kind of does.
You're outnumbered.
Her fucking prerogative.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Small
That is-
penis.
that is
That's not
very
bro
offensive.
code. That's girl code. That's girl code.
STDs and small dicks.
I'd be
That's
happy
girl
she
code.
didn't. I'd just be happy she didn't build it up too much. I'd be like, hey,
Bethany,
I got that going for
STD
me, right?
and SDD are two different things. Okay, I just want to throw that out there.
Girl code, bro code.
How dare
Well,
you? You're lucky you're engaged.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm not.
How dare you? That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Mainly
I'm
because
sorry.
I
have a really small
A
penis.
little insecure about it. Yeah.
He might have a small penis, but he might toss the best salad this side of fucking.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
eat
true.
ass, Mike.
Wow,
I don't eat fucking ass.
Right to the salad toss.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. No.
Let's go to Sizzler right now. I'm hungry.
Well, all right. Let me ask you this: you go home for a one night stand, and I know, especially Mikey, he can relate to this. You've brought a chick home from the bar. She's ready to fucking toss your salad,
Yeah.
and
Your hairy salad.
Oh, God, guys.
and then you no, you're at her place, and then you walk in and you open up her medicine cabinet. I don't know, you're looking for some Vicodin or something, like me and D-Rock.
Xanax,
and
something.
and there's some Valtrax in there.
Ooh.
Is that the herpes medication?
That is. Yes.
What do? You run out of there? I would.
Well, I mean,
D-Rock saying no on the couch.
D-Rock's like, no.
Not a
D-Rock's
fucking
like, I've been
chance.
there before, and let me tell you, it's all good if you see the bottle in there. At least it's suppressed.
No, dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, I mean, if you guys are banging broads without rubbers anyway, then shame
Wait,
on,
whoa,
shame
whoa,
on
wait.
you in
Hey,
Los
how
Angeles.
dare you-
Because
dude.
you're not gonna catch the herpes if you're got a rubber on your. She's taking
Whoever-
the Valtrex.
And you can kind of see it, right? If it's happening.
No, you cannot.
No, sometimes it's lurking.
Oh, you cannot.
Sometimes
Yeah, I guess girls have secret
they do.
compartments.
Caverns,
Well,
caves.
well,
God, this
as always,
it's a good time.
I feel a lot
yeah.
better about
Glad to be back
everything with you guys.
Yeah.
Once again, now you're betting.
Pat, you did the right thing.
Thank you.
Well, let's bring it around. You did the right thing.
Thanks, Chris.
I mean, that guy, your buddy, did the wrong thing by
No.
outing you for
But they had it
outing her.
handled, and he lost a friend.
No.
They had it
Well,
handled.
they always come back.
Yeah,
They always come back.
It's a girl. They're replaceable.
Yeah.
That's true. They're not that good friends.
Not
they
you.
get a boyfriend. They
Not
never
not
talk to
you.
Oh, not me. no.
Not you, but
No, of course not.
The dude tried to play it as an angle. Let's just call
That's
it how
what
it
he
Exactly.
did. He tried to find.
Yeah,
a
it was
relatable-
kind of really stupid of him. Like,
Just
just keep that on the DL. He could have brought up his and then gave her the chance. Okay, we're over it, right?
yeah.
Well, you know what?
I need a shot to wash the taste
know,
of that
right?
out of my mouth.
Well, let's do it. All right. Well, as we know, kids, you guys never solve any problems, but we try and make things better by playing a game.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Distract
We
them.
do solve problems just because you don't take the solutions.
True.
That's not our problem.
Don't
That's deep.
put the
That's
blame on
deep.
this side of the plastic table here.
Or-
Mikey, hit the new game here, buddy. Shit on my dreams. Drop a huge steaming pile of dog shit on my hopes and aspirations. Shit on my dreams. Oh yeah. Let me share some good news with you, only to have you destroy my soul with some of your negative comments and lack of support. Shit on my dreams. You salty old windbag. You ruined my life.
I don't think that's going to work out for you.
Good idea.
I mean, maybe for somebody else, but not so much for you. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
We're going to win a Grammy.
Well, I think so. I don't know who writes
That's
the
a new
songs
number
for this
one
show,
hit.
but it's
I
pretty
don't
good,
know.
though. Chris, who writes the songs for this show? It's pretty good.
Burt Bacharach.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Yeah. He wrote some of the Beatles tunes, right?
Dionne Warwick, something like that.
Okay, so if you didn't get from that intro song, the genesis of this game really comes out of my family. All right, so here's how it works. We like to play games that are fun. So, and they're new and inventive, and they coincide with like how life works. Okay, we're not like on Jeopardy. We're not gonna play a game
Fun
here
games.
we're not gonna ask you like hey, who won the Academy Award in 1959? All right, that's not the kind of
boring.
games we play.
Somebody.
So before we start, I want to introduce Greg Hasty, friend of the show. Greg, say hi.
What up,
Hey,
Greg?
how's it going?
He's judging me already.
So,
Welcome aboard.
Greg is going to officiate this contest between Bethany and McRitchie. And if you're a regular listener to the Dude Show podcast, you will know that these two people hate each other.
No.
That's not true.
Okay.
You're
well-
really trying to stir things up all the
Yeah,
time. This
yeah.
is ratings.
Well, I see how you guys talk to
I
each
can already
other.
tell that I don't like you, and I'm probably not going to like you.
That's what you guys were saying before the show, basically.
Yeah.
No, you guys are very short with each other before the show, and very cutting.
I think we kissed open mouth.
No,
No,
That doesn't mean
you're an
anything.
engaged woman.
No,
Doesn't
no,
mean
no,
anything.
no.
Nope, that's not what happened.
Boundaries, Bethany.
Okay.
All right, so here's the rules of the game. As you know, there are people out there that are very negative, and my family this is very negative. So let me give you an example.
Sure.
All right, so say you give some good news or something you're excited about to someone, and you have that person in your life that is constantly answering your good news with something that's always negative. For example, I had mentioned to my mother that I would be traveling about, and I had said I will be going to Paris. I was going to be traveling to Paris.
Ooh.
First thing out of my mom's mouth, why there? Those people hate us.
Yeah.
They're French.
Why'd you choose that?
We changed the name to Freedom Fries. They're not French fries anymore.
Like, if you're going to spend money traveling, why? It's cold there. Yeah.
it's not cold on the East Coast right now.
Yeah. So the way the game is going to work, guys, is
All right.
you are going to be my family.
All right.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this.
So I am going to give you a scenario. I'm going to basically give you something that I'm really happy about.
All
And
right.
what you need to do is shit on what I've just told you in your best possible way. No. Don't just, here's the thing about this. You have to walk a line, a very fine line between, you can't just, if I say, hey, I got a job, you can't just go, jobs suck. You have to, it has to be kind of backhanded, passive aggressive.
Yes.
If you ever watch that Saturday Night Live sketch,
Debbie Downer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that.
He's really coaching our answers.
What's that?
You're really coaching our answers.
Well, no, I'm just trying to. You can't just be totally negative. You have to be creative.
You have to explore the
Oh,
process.
You have to be demeaning,
Show the
Explore.
process.
demeaning and hurtful. But so if someone didn't know you, they wouldn't know that's where you're coming. They might think you're trying to be helpful.
Right.
But
A little
Extremely
bit.
passive
I know you.
aggressive.
oh, I'm so good
Yes.
at this.
all right, so let's
Me
do this.
too.
So we did a coin toss earlier in the evening.
We did. I
and we
didn't see that.
determined that Bethany will go first.
I'm already protesting.
Okay, and well, Chris, that's why because you don't like her.
I win.
And it's
I
not
don't
her
like when she
fault,
wins.
and you're being, maybe a little negative right now.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So that's why you're going to be great at this game. All right, and then Chris, I'm sorry, Greg.
Greg.
When after these two give their scenarios, you're going to let me know who really nailed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
So I'm
Me.
judging them based off of
How good I am.
how good they are at being
Or be-
passive aggressive.
And negative.
Being negative.
Yeah.
Who do you
negative.
like more?
Negative passive aggressive.
The bigger cunt.
Yeah, who's the
Yeah.
bigger cunt?
Who's the bigger cunt?
Who's being the bigger bitch in the situation?
Okay.
All right, so let's get it on.
Or cunt.
Let's get it on.
Bring
we
it.
ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, Bethany,
Absolutely.
you ready?
Oh yeah. I'm
Are you ready,
to
Bethany?
just
Are you
shit
sure?
all over you.
Yeah. Come on.
All
Bring
right.
it.
Hey.
She's too happy to be negative.
I'm
going
going to start each one of these contests with I have exciting news.
kiss
okay.
to death.
All right, so here we go.
Shut up now.
Here we go, Bethany. No music or anything, Mike? We're not going to...
Oh, that's exciting.
With the YMCA. God damn.
Okay.
It's
American Gladiator?
adventurous.
It is. All right,
mountain
we're water
jumping.
skiing right now.
Yeah.
All right, cut the music. I can't concentrate. Here we go, Bethany. All right. I have exciting news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As you know, I've been in school studying political science for some time now. After finally getting a degree, I've landed an internship at the White House. And get this, I'm working under President Obama. It's my dream job. I am so happy right now.
Politics. Huh? Politics.
Yeah.
So, that's good. That's good. Politics. So you're gonna be around a bunch of politicians all day.
Yeah, that's the part of the job. I mean,
So-
that's what they do. They legislate. And I'll be
Right.
helping out a little bit in the White House.
With
Next-
Obama. Obama.
Yeah, the president.
Yeah.
The free
It's
world.
so funny how his ratings have just really dropped, huh? Really just.
Well, I mean, he's the president of the free
He's
world.
basically, I know, it's like they loved him and now they hate him. So
Well-
good time to jump on board. I mean, if you wanted to, help that situation, I guess it's.
Well, I'll
smart
just
move.
be working in the office.
An
doing,
office.
Like media,
like a
media.
cubicle. That'll be nice. You
Well, I
like
mean,
to be
it's-
stationary, don't you? You like to be stationary.
Well, I'm gonna have my own phone.
You like gray. You like the color gray a lot. That'll be good.
My
So you
favorite color
love-
is green.
Yeah. So you just be. Yes, you'll probably meet a lot of other people like-minded like you.
Well,
a lot
actually,
of other,
I went there for a meet and greet. I actually got to shake hands with the president. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I bet he remembers you too. Yeah, I'm sure he.
Well, I
Probably,
mean, he
yeah.
meets a lot of people.
Right.
I mean,
You stuck out. I'm sure you probably stuck out. Yeah, you're going right to the top, aren't you? You're practically vice president,
but
aren't you?
you're happy for me. Though.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's
All right.
if you're gonna politics and your degree and a
Well, I can
lot
make
of student loans, huh?
Well,
lot of student loans.
I can make a lot of money doing this.
Well, money is what money does, Patrick.
Well,
All
right.
Feed
Well-
some orphans, Patrick.
Well, let's. Does the audience? They're gonna clap at the end of that amazing. All right. Well.
I thought I was a pro.
All right. Well, it doesn't. It's up to Mr. Hasty. So, but all right. Well done. But I don't do the judging here. Are you ready for yours?
Oh, I don't get the same one?
No.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be. No.
I was so ready.
See,
damn.
yeah, because that would have given you a leg up.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we.
I love having a leg up.
Would
Yeah.
you? All right.
No.
If
No.
I like putting their leg.
Okay.
No.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
What? No millionaire music? That's
No.
completely out of
Adventure time.
context.
Mike
Yeah.
walked away from the computer.
Okay. I have exciting news.
Really?
I'm sitting at Thanksgiving dinner with family here.
All right.
After years of internet dating, I have finally found the one. Her name's Susie Katayama.
Pardon me?
She's beautiful. She's smart and Chinese. She owns her own business and has a house in Beverly Hills and a law degree. I think we're going to get married. I couldn't be happier.
Well, good for you, Patrick. That's really nice to hear. I hope you get one of those cars that drives itself in the future because you might be incurring some insurance costs from future accidents that'll happen with that car that you're not in. But good luck to you. That's great. Mazel tov.
Sorry,
Mazel.
Mom. I'm in love with this woman. I mean, I'm not worried about her driving. I mean, it's going to be fine.
Like,
She's beautiful.
she's beautiful.
She has a law degree, so I'm pretty sure
She's-
she can like it's a litigious society, but I'm pretty.
She's Chinese. That's great. Her parents in the restaurant or the dry cleaning business. Or she's bringing that along.
It's a very profitable business.
Is she? Which one is she in?
Well, it's a nail salon.
It can't be a nail salon. She's not Vietnamese. What are you talking about?
That's what she does, and she makes a lot of money doing that. She owns a house in Beverly Hills, obviously, so she's doing pretty good for herself.
Well,
She paid her way through law school.
That's good tidings. Good luck to you. You might want to get some life insurance on that because there's a lot of fumes in those places, and they don't really stick around.
Well,
that
I
long.
don't really plan on visiting her at work.
High incidence of cancer in that workplace. So
Well, that's where she works, though.
right, that's what I'm saying.
So I won't have her too long
I'm
because
saying
she'll die, or
I'm saying don't get too attached. That's what I'm saying.
well, thanks. Do we have any? How's the audience feel
Don't get
about
too
that
attached.
answer?
That is. How can you boo me?
Seems like you guys both dialed those answers in.
I'm glad I didn't get the racist
Well, you know what?
one.
I don't know whether to feel bad or feel good about the fact that you guys don't know how to shit on good news.
Hey, I was pretty good.
All right,
thought
but
I
it
shit
doesn't
pretty
matter,
well.
guys. It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what. Hey, Mr. Hasty, I want you to work us through your process right now. You're
Absolutely.
a smart guy. You've heard both
Absolutely.
answers, Bethany and McRitchie. You don't know these people that well, and also I think you don't. Well, just with the conversation
Hardly.
earlier, I can tell you don't really think much of either of them. But they had answers.
terrible.
How dare
and
you.
So, Greg, work us through Bethany's answer. What'd you feel about that? She was talking about me. I was working for President Obama.
I don't
She talked
remember
about
it.
how politics are bad and how I don't know. She
You're
didn't
gonna
like
work in a
Obama's
cubicle?
policies and working in a gray cubicle. That's not a healthy work environment. What do you think?
I think this. I think Bethany was softballed that option a little bit. I think politics, but being given President Obama right now, that's a good one. And you gave her a good one that she should have been able to take off with.
And I did it. He's saying I
You
didn't.
did.
Evidently not.
At first. At first,
He's
you said,
shitting on you right
You
now.
said politics.
Chris,
Yeah.
You just said
It
the word
takes a
politics
minute
couple times.
to warm up.
And that's fine because you did come back into it. You did start to attack it. I think.
I was liking him. I don't know how I feel now.
I think saying something along the lines of just him being a Democrat would have been an easy in for you and going from there. But I think you picked it back up. But then you kind of still left Patrick on a strong note.
Yeah.
He still didn't feel very defeated at the end, and that bothered me a little bit.
All right. Well,
I wanted
hope
to see him
that was
crushed.
left.
I wanted to see him crushed a little bit.
I think you're doing a great job, Hasty. All right. So, what did you think of McRitchie's performance? He got the. I wouldn't call it a softball. Definitely not.
No.
He got it. I'm dating someone that I love. I'm going to marry. She's Asian, of course, which means she's not a good driver. Of
course.
He went for, in my opinion, kind of went for the obvious, kind of insult.
Absolutely, he went for the obvious insult. But you know what I want? I wanted the racism, and you went for it. You went
Remember,
for the
it wasn't me. I was Patrick's family. That wasn't me.
Absolutely. And Patrick, I know nothing about your family other than the super exciting stories that you tell me on a constant basis. But going from my background of family that come out of farmers from Missouri, I assume that they don't know the difference between Chinese and Vietnamese. And I think if there's anything that came out of McRitchie's statement that bothered me the most, it's that he specified.
Nitpicking.
It's a bit of nitpicking. But
We hired this man to do a job.
He's good.
He's detail-oriented.
We missed the obvious point that if she's working in a nail salon and lives in Beverly Hills, she's doing a little something else besides nails.
She's a lawyer. I thought she was a lawyer.
How dare you?
look, lawyers.
Happy
another day
that nail salon wasn't called Happy Endings.
Well, MIkey hates women, so let's just
That's
keep that
true.
in mind. All right, so Mr. Hasty, we are going to need an answer out of you. We're going to need a judgment call, please.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have to go with McRitchie. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You'll never work in this town
Shocker.
again.
Will never. I know.
You will never
Thanks,
work
Hasty.
here again.
Well,
I know.
score one for McRitchie.
There you go.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you. You don't mean that. You just said I shit the bed, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, great.
Bring on number 2.
You saw the family I come from. Okay, Chris, would you like to start?
Yes, I would, Patrick.
All right, round number 2.
Bring it on.
Here we go. I am so excited. I have great news.
Please share.
I just found out that I am getting an all-expense-paid trip to Europe. Flights, hotels, the whole shebang. Turns out my boss that I work at, he gave it to me as a bonus because I've done such a good job. The company's made like $2 million this year based on my decisions.
Good for you.
So I leave next week, going to Europe. Can't wait. Gonna travel the world.
That's great. What Europe? What country are you going to? Is it multiple countries or?
Well, I'm not that familiar with Europe.
as a continent.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like Japan's there and
No. You go to Germany. You're gonna go. Where are you going in Europe? Okay, so you were given a gift. That's great, man. But one of those all expenses paid trips to Europe. What's that like? Worth $5-10 grand? You're gonna have to pay the taxes on them, right? Nothing's free.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be put into your salary, and you're probably gonna have to pay the taxes on that. So
Okay.
enjoy. So at the
He
end,
didn't
of the
tell me
year,
anything about this.
Yeah, and at the end of the year, enjoy your tax bill. But hey, have some schnitzel on me.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll save that on like the flights. I don't know what it costs to go to Europe this day and age. I mean,
What did he fly on? Emirates or something like that? Like which one? Like Turkish Air?
well, I haven't checked I haven't gotten the tickets yet. It was more of a letter that was given to me that was going to be my gift. And
Was it at least business class, or are you flying coach there?
I haven't looked at the tickets yet, but I mean,
it's probably coach.
I mean, the gift though is pretty cool. It's saying that I'm doing a good job.
No, that's nice, sure, but I would look at the tickets and make sure that you at least had business or first class. Because if you're not flying first class, it's really not worth going to Europe. I'm just saying. If you're gonna have to pay taxes on a quote free trip, I would at least you could be staying in a hostel over there, but
Well, I heard the food's good there. I mean,
you might enjoy that.
well,
that
there's
would be perfect for you.
The fine cuisine is what I'm excited about.
The fine cuisine in Europe.
Well, I watch a lot of Food Network shows, and
Okay.
they always do like weird stuff, but it looks pretty good. Pasta. They serve that there.
It's fresh. It's great. It's great if you're not you can find gluten free. That's good. If you don't have a wheat allergy.
Well, I don't have.
You don't? Oh, good.
No, I
good,
like the
good.
regular stuff.
That's cool. You're one of the few. Good for you.
All right. Well, let's. What's the audience think about that performance? They like it or? Yeah. All right. That's good job.
Damn it!
Chris.
Even I thought that was funny.
All right,
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Well, I'm just gonna dial this in then because I've already lost. So
don't
You better
know
bring
that.
it, Brooke Anderson.
No, just go. Just kidding. It's good. It's good. I got this.
All right, good job, Chris. So,
Thank you.
well, here we go.
Rare praise.
We're amidst round 2 here.
I hope I get to be
Here we go.
raises.
Mr. Hasty, what'd you feel about McRitchie's answer? Pretty good, or
take my
You know, I
jam.
felt good about it. He came off as a man that both knows more than you about Europe and yet also understands gluten-free pasta.
All
says a
right,
lot.
well, that's
That speaks to his character.
all right. There we
I
go.
am a douche.
In Texas.
But it just lays the platform for Bethany here to pick up on.
yeah.
the win
Oh
here,
yeah. I
Steal it
feel
away like Family Feud.
Crush him.
All right, let's
I'm
do it.
Feeling like crushing.
Oh, I got some exciting news. I was walking down the street today, and a car pulled next to me. It was a town car. And the window rolls down, and it's Leo and Ben Affleck. You would be mind blown right there. And they say, hey, are you an actor? I'm like, no, I'm not an actor. And they go, hey, we're just going to tell you this. We've been looking all over for you, man. We'd love to put you as a featured part in our next movie. And the pay is going to be about $1 million. All right? You look like that guy we need. We're sending a town co over to pick you up in about 10 minutes, and we're putting you on the set, and we'll see you.
Wow.
And I've always dreamed to be a movie actor. So.
Wow. So they were talking to you. They saw you were facing them.
They
You
pulled
looked-
over. I was the only one. I looked around, and it was me.
They talked to you. Did they give you like a contact or just drive away after that, or
No, what? What? No,
They
they
just,
handed me a business card.
You know, I heard they were gay, the two of them together, and they were actually. I've heard about this upcoming project that's happening, and it's like a little like underground kind of like male porno thing they're doing. It's probably for. You think it's for that?
Well, no,
Probably-
no. I know gay.
Did you tell them you were gay, or
No.
He
I
knows
know
gay.
gay.
were you wearing like tight pants or anything?
No. I was wearing shorts.
Be careful because you know
Khakis.
Leo's been in the business
And
for a long
flip-flops.
time, and he's expressed some interest in snuffy kind of
I can
films.
tell you, there was none of that going on. They told me like Robert De Niro might be in this movie too. I don't
So
think
like an extra and like a male orgy scene.
they didn't tell me what the
Did they
movie
give
was
you a
about.
contract? Because that's how it works here in the industry. They give you a contract. Do you have a contract? Did you sign
Bethany,
a contract? Did you
they told me they're going to call me in
You
this
should get
car.
a lawyer.
The car's showing up in like 10 minutes.
Okay, don't go. You're gonna die. You'll die. I have a good entertainment lawyer. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen. Anywhere
listening.
else where you're from, maybe some local catalogs, maybe something like that. This is the big town, buddy. Have you seen your face?
Yeah, the
I mean-
mirror.
Right. I'm just saying, be cautious. Be cautious when you go there. Don't wear tight pants. Sign a contract. Bring some straight-looking friends, maybe.
Well-
It's not going to go good.
Well, all right, Mikey, what'd you think of that answer? I was pretty impressed with it. That you made me want to kill myself. What do you think, Mike? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what the fart thinks or that asshole thinks.
Not my nickname.
Mr. Hasty, ultimately, it's up to you. What do you think?
I have to say, you both stepped it up
Right?
big time
Well-
this
We-
time
we-
around.
we
This time
gotta
around.
warm up. It takes a minute.
Patrick is
Yes.
going to have a hard night. That's for sure after this.
Either way.
Let's start with McRitchie. McRitchie, it was good. I appreciated the Europe one's always a good one, and you really just I think confused him more than he was already confused of himself.
Japan.
Japan. Come on, Patrick. What are you?
It's easy to be snooty about Europe.
Absolutely. Bethany, you brought the pain on this one big time.
Gay
And
card?
and all I can relate it back to is one time when I decided to do extra work, my dad said, "Be careful going to Hollywood because they'll throw you in a gay net."
Okay, now.
And so it really touched a home that you went straight to the gay jokes. I'm going to give it to Bethany. I got to give it to Bethany.
Yes.
All right, well,
Hers
there
was
you
good.
go. It's 1-1.
Wow, the judges are not feeling that.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
All right,
Does that gay net come with a side of French fries?
all right, so
I would
team,
imagine it's
net?
a really comfy net.
Yeah, it is.
here is the
Plush.
speed round. You guys have
speed round.
30 seconds
Okay,
each.
okay.
What we're going to do is
What are we gonna do?
Bethany, you go first.
Okay.
And then 30 seconds is on the clock. You have 30 seconds to destroy my dreams. Okay? And then we're going to move right to Chris. And here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
I have exciting news. You know I'm a writer.
No, I didn't.
Well, I am. And I sent just a little sampling, a chapter of the book I'm writing to
Oh,
Simon
boy.
& Schuster. and they
Who?
just offered me a $1 million book deal. It's a book about me. Talks about me, my life, and it's like little funny little stories and things like that. Go.
Oh, right. So be careful, though, because remember that Oprah guy that went on and he wrote all the little pieces or whatever, and he ended up just lying, and all his lovers came out and said that he, was lying, and then he had a small penis.
Well, I
and
won't
stuff.
be lying.
Well, still, people get angry about stuff like that. Did you talk about other people?
No, it's true stories, though.
You could
they're
get
all
sued.
friends.
There's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That book is an absolute lawsuit waiting to happen.
Well,
Be careful.
I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about.
Be really, really careful. What did you talk about in that book?
Just like fun stories of my friends and stuff. And
And
we're
people
all
are
still
gonna-
tight.
They're going to read that?
Well,
Someone's
I
gonna read
hope
that?
they would. I mean, we're all friends.
Right, but people are going to buy it. That's what I mean. Like,
Right.
where are you selling it? Who's going to sell it?
Well, Simon & Schuster, they're pretty big. They publish a lot of books.
Who? I've never heard of who. Simon who?
Simon & Schuster.
Books are, on the outs. Books aren't Kindles and
All right,
stuff.
time out. Well done. Chris, I need you to jump in. Do you need me to read the thing again?
Yes, I do.
Chris, as you know, I'm writing a book.
That's good.
Well, it's about myself.
That'll be a bestseller. Go on.
No. It's a bunch of just funny stories about friends hanging out. And
Define funny.
well, hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the eye of the beholder. I mean, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty funny. And also,
I'm glad you are.
well, they're sending me a check next week for like $200,000 as an advance on this book that everyone is going to read. So, should be pretty good.
Are you sure that they read the book you sent them? Didn't get mixed up in the mail? Well, they're sending you real money.
Yeah, they said, "Hey, Patrick."
Okay.
The book was great.
Patrick Hickey. They spelled it. They spelled your last name correctly. On
Well, not over the phone. I don't know if they needed to.
Oh.
They have my number.
So you haven't gotten the check yet. It's not real.
Well, they said next week.
Oh, next week. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, and who's publishing that?
Well, I'm pretty.
Who?
These guys are reputable.
Who are they?
Simon & Schuster.
Simon and Simon? What? Like the TV show? Simon and Schuster. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misheard that.
They like publish a lot of I think presidents' books. Like they give like $1 million
President's books?
like presidents like Bush.
Like dead presidents? Like memoirs?
A lot of important people.
There's
They publish their books, Chris.
Okay, cool. Well, let me know when it's real. I mean, good. That's a great story.
It's real.
Okay, when I see the book, it's real. Okay.
Okay,
Other than that,
all right,
thanks for sharing that story, and good luck to you, Pat. I hope that works out for you.
All right. Well, thank you for both of you shitting on my dreams tonight. How about an applause for that, Mike? No booze, please.
That
A forced applause. Never felt so
The
good.
warm glow.
Just
of
All right,
applause.
Greg. What do you think? Well,
First
it's
off,
tough, right?
Bethany's does a million pieces guy have a small penis? Is that what it came out with?
I just made up with that.
Okay.
But he did lie a lot.
She's obsessed tonight.
Well, I mean, Patrick has a small penis, right? So
Right.
Well,
I think I was
that's
trying
not
to reach
true.
my
Come on,
audience.
Hasty.
Come on.
Sorry. So okay, Bethany brought it well. I thought she did a really good job. She
Thank you.
she started off really strong as at hurting you and making you question yourself and your self-worth. Which
Yes.
is very important in this.
Yes.
McRitchie decided to also do the same thing. Really going for your gut, ripped out your heart, and probably took a bite out of it a little bit.
Yep. Definitely hurt. But there have to make a
But
decision.
there has to be a
Mr.
decision.
Yeah. Decisions.
I'm gonna have to go with McRitchie on this one.
Thank you. You know why?
I
Because
think
I
it's
stopped
easier.
you in your tracks.
Yeah.
You couldn't even get the good news out.
But he got more time to think about
As
it.
soon as the
He
word
did.
came out, I shit on
It's a
it.
tie. I'm going to call it a tie.
on it.
Well, there's no
Yeah,
ties in
yeah,
a
you know.
contest like this.
Bethany, it's not gymnastics class. Come on.
I
Well,
wish it was.
look, Bethany, though.
Me too.
Look, maybe he took the day today, but now's your opportunity to outshine him. And there's one
I
way
know.
to do that.
Only
right?
one way.
Baby, it's your time to shine.
Thank God.
Let's do the news, girl, baby girl. Let's do it.
It's time for the Dude Show News Show. Prepare to be informed, because our news girl is down for almost anything.
It's not
Now
true.
let's give it over to Bethany.
Okay.
Hold on. Hasty, we loved having you. Hit the bricks, kid.
Yeah,
D-Rock, I don't know how many Vicodin you're taking tonight, but step in for the news,
Wow.
will you? I'm just
Hey
kidding.
now.
I need him here. He's going to appreciate this first one. Comes from the Huffington Post. I know our audience loves a good penis cutting off story, so
Don't we?
Skinny Black. He
Yep.
loves it. He's
Loves
our biggest
Shout out.
fan
it.
on Facebook.
A 19-year-old in England got high on a drug nicknamed Meow Meow before stabbing his mother and slicing off his own penis. The West Sussex teen, whose name has not been released, took methadone on December 29th, shortly after attacking his 46-year-old mother. The woman called the police, and when the police arrived, they found him hanging from a window and then discovered that he'd cut off his own penis. Surgeons were reportedly able to reattach his penis. However, a man in Taiwan who reportedly chopped off his own manhood during an argument with his girlfriend in May was not so lucky. Doctors were unable to reattach his mangled member on account that the man flushed it down the toilet.
Wow. Matricide and penicide in the same story.
I know. I got to slip two in there.
Wait, did it? Guy got his penis flushed down the toilet.
No, he flushed his own penis. He had a fight with his girlfriend, and then she didn't even cut it off. He cut off his own penis, and then he threw it in the potty and flushed it.
How do you bring that up during the fight? You're like, this is how I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to cut off my own penis.
Wow.
Now you lose.
I'm so mad at you, I'm going to cut off my own penis and flush it down the toilet.
I don't even need this anymore.
Never to be reattached.
Yeah,
See,
what was that?
I thought some finality ending a relationship was putting a beer bottle over my head at a party. Like, fuck you, bitch. No, apparently no. You take a pair of shears out and
if you won't fuck me, no one will.
That's right. Self-hating, taken to the
Wow.
next level.
I just love him washing the toilet swish around in a circle, and in their country the reverse way, counterclockwise. Yeah. And that little
hemisphere.
little flap of skin just getting sucked down in there.
Yep.
I bet a little part of him thought once he didn't see it anymore, he was like, "Hey, let me stick my hand down that pipe."
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, when you cut off your penis, do your balls just fall open and fall out?
Yeah, how do they stay in?
Terrible.
I don't know, but remember I did a couple episodes back, I did one about a Chinese man who lopped it off and then decided he wanted it back, so he rode his bicycle to the hospital and then forgot to bring his penis, so then he had to drive back home and get it.
I hate when I forget my penis.
I know. Sucks.
It makes for a bad day.
Well, so let me ask you this: so he did this with his chick there, or no?
Wait, which? No, the story, the original story is about a 19-year-old kid, and he took a crazy drug. Have you guys heard of this? Did I mispronounce it? What's Meow Meow?
Sounds like something from 90210. I don't even think that's
Mephedrone.
real.
Meow
meow.
Meow meow.
I'm high as fuck on meow meow.
Yeah, he did that. He cut off his own penis. He was having an argument with his mother. Cut off his own penis and then stabbed her.
What makes you cut off your own penis when you're having an argument with your mother?
Yeah, Mom.
Evidently a bad drug.
Yeah, must have been really bad.
Well, we got to get rid of some of these weird drugs because I've done acid and mushrooms, and a little coke. I've never wanted to chop my fucking wiener off. You know what I mean?
I've never done anything that I've been like, wow, you know what's a good idea right now? Lopping off my own manhood.
I think he was sad
you know what would make
before
this
the
night
drugs.
complete is cutting off my junk.
Especially in a fight.
I'm gonna prove a point.
Yeah, especially like doing shit with like your mom in the house. You might want to rethink a few things.
Well, he hated his mom, obviously.
Evidently.
Yeah, he
hated
stabbed her.
himself.
All right, baby, what else we got?
Okay. A private zoo in Lohe, China, is under fire for trying to pass off a Tibetan Mastiff, a particularly hairy dog, as an African lion. The zoo representative said the lions were away at another zoo for breeding purposes, and the dog was in the cage for its own protection. However, visitors also noticed that the creature in the jaguar enclosure looked just suspiciously like a common fox, and the wolf was clearly just a domestic dog. An official of the People's Park where the zoo located said the signs for the animals will be corrected. The zoo is a private enterprise, and it's only there in the park because its contract hasn't expired.
This story is near and dear to my heart, and I'll tell you why.
Please.
Because it mirrors internet dating. You put yourself out there as something else.
Nice.
You ever see those pictures of those broads? The camera, the photos from like 4 feet above their heads.
That's how my Facebook
And they're
is.
looking up at it, and they look like they're 98 pounds. And they got a big smile. Their face is all made up. Then that broad, you meet her in person. She walks through the door, and she looks like she got hit in the face with a fucking trowel. And she's ugly and she's 400 pounds. And that's how I feel when I hear about a mastiff being put off as a mountain lion.
Have you had that happen to you before?
Yeah, actually, mostly with prostitutes. Their pictures always look so much better on Craigslist than when they walk through the fucking door at 4 in the morning.
And once they're already here, I mean, you got to pay them. So
We have, right?
Whoa,
D-Rock?
hey. You know what I take away from this?
What?
is there no low to the level that the Chinese will stoop with
No.
their cheap substitutes? Okay, it's not enough that all the cheap like knockoff electronics now they're like doing fucking knockoff zoos there. Like,
at this
is there no end to it?
It's a chow
Come
chow.
on, yeah, it's a goddamn dog. That's no lion.
Just to call back, ironically, most of the chicks that don't look like their picture that are prostitutes that show up at this place are Chinese.
Cheap Chinese knockoff zoo, a place I won't be visiting anytime soon.
At least she wasn't a dog.
I'm naming my new band Cheap Chinese Knockoff Zoo. That's right. Look for us in Silver Lake, 2014.
They'll be nominated for a Grammy next
Yeah.
year.
You know what?
Fuck yeah.
I am. Look, can you blow that picture up a little bit bigger?
This is sweet
All right,
dog.
so-
He's like, what
I
the
know.
fuck?
They
So-
tried to pass that thing
So
off
what
as
we're
a
looking
lion.
at is a mastiff. I wouldn't say a mountain lion.
African lion.
Yeah. Where's
Hopefully,
Yeah,
you know.
it's got
you-
a mane.
By the way, you know who sold this to them? Some Russian guy.
Oh, he's pissed. Yeah.
Oh, now we got to bring the Russians into it.
Well-
They're stand-up people.
By the way,
How
this
dare
looks
you.
like a jail cell that Hannibal lives
I
in.
know. It looks like old zoo in Griffith Park. It's like
Wow.
1930s.
I feel. Well, kill all the Chinese.
That's
I
clear,
feel
that's
bad
clear,
for that
that's
mastiff.
clearly
Yeah,
that's clearly
yeah.
a dog. It's rotten.
All right, what else we got?
Okay. Oh, this is my favorite. An MM fighter from New Mexico is being hailed as a hero after.
I think it's MMA.
MMA. What did I say?
MM.
MMA fighter from New Mexico is being hailed as a hero after fighting off 4 men who tried to break into his home. He killed one of the bad guys in the process. According to the police, the 4 men went looking for the 27-year-old lightweight Joe Torres on New Year's Day after they had an altercation with him on New Year's Eve. When the men arrived at Joe's home, Torres was inside with his fiance's son and fiance's sister. According to cops, the guys forced themselves into the home, and then Torres unleashed the fury. Cops say that someone in the house called 911. When authorities arrived, they found one of the men suffering from multiple stab wounds to the torso and blunt force trauma to the head. The man died at the scene. Another of the bad guys was transported to the nearby hospital with severe facial injuries. The other 2 men were arrested a short time later, and all 3 survivors are facing a whole bunch of charges, including aggravated burglary, conspiracy to commit aggravated burglary, and criminal damage to property. Officials say that Torres could face criminal charges for the death of the one invader, but so far nothing has happened on that.
Well,
I love this guy. I love him so much.
well, we don't know what happened there.
I just listened to that whole story, and I still don't know what happened.
Well, these guys broke into the house.
Okay, and then what happened? Somebody got killed. I don't.
Well, the fighter
It
killed
went around
one.
my head like rings of Saturn.
Okay,
I missed
so
it.
this fighter guy was in the house hanging with his family, and then 4 dudes busted into the house trying to start trouble, and he killed one
Okay.
and smashed the other one's face, and the other 2 went running off like a couple of pussies and then got arrested.
I don't see why that's even a story. I mean, that's just totally legal. in
Are we
the
still
United
playing
I
States.
know,
shit
right?
on my story?
Exactly.
Well, this is in
Nothing
Mexico,
wrong.
right?
No, he's
Can
a
we-
hero.
Can we see a picture of what the dude looks like?
Oh.
What's
I mean,
it-
yeah,
what-
we could
what-
Google it.
what was his name? I'm kinda
Can
curious.
someone? Okay, I'll Google it, but then
Okay,
I'll have to.
okay.
His name is Joe Torres.
Joe Torres.
Joe Torre,
he's
the
in New
former-
Mexico, so it's
former
technically the
Dodger
United
manager.
States.
Well, it said MMA fighter. You guys know who he is?
Yeah, I actually know who he is, but he's not very good actually in the MMA. He's only won one fight and had 5
Well,
losses.
it brings up an important question, guys.
Pretty good at beating up burglars.
Yeah.
Someone comes in. By the way, I don't think this was a robbery. It sounds like they had shit going on earlier, and then they showed up to intimidate him, and then he fucked with.
Yeah, I mean,
killed-
he brought one guy probably brought backup. Here he is, right here.
Ooh, I would not mess with this fucking guy.
Well, no, he killed someone. Imagine, and he also had his son
what,
there.
He's got a full arm on the fingers tattoo. No, not showing up at this guy's house.
No, and he had
Look
his
at that,
kid there. He
Chris.
went into
Yeah,
daddy
they
murder
made a
you
poor
mode.
choice for sure.
Well, this is a comedy podcast, and as much as I'd love to bring light to this story, someone's dead. So
Yeah.
what else we got, baby?
Okay. This is way lighter. Candace Wood celebrated her 28th birthday in high style, possibly too high, since she was babysitting a 2-year-old at the time. Wood is facing child neglect charges after the boy she was watching was found shivering and shoeless on the back porch of a stranger's house in Daytona Beach, Florida. The homeowner called the police and saw the babysitter passed out on the porch with the kid. Deputies who questioned Long, the babysitter, said that she was incoherent and kept muttering, "I'm drunk because it's my birthday." She also allegedly said that she didn't know where she was and didn't know the name of the toddler she was babysitting. Police eventually determined that Long had been asked by the boy's father to watch him while he ran errands. She is now in jail.
Well,
Shivering and Shoeless is also the name of another one of my bands that's going to be playing in Echo Park.
Echo Park.
Check it out.
I'm officially depressed.
The next one is even worse.
Florida.
Oh, well, D-Rock, you've dated a chick like this.
I just think everything fantastic happens in Florida.
That's true.
You know what? I think that as soon as you said her name was Candace, we all knew where this was going.
Candy
Absolutely.
for short.
Yeah.
Candy.
Anyone,
Candy.
it's Candy Cane.
Look at her
drunk
face.
again.
She also has this crazy mugshot where her face is completely beat up, and then it says down here the police don't even know how that happened.
Yeah,
She's
no.
smiling. She's smiling
it's
in her
called-
mugshot.
It's called a
It's her
meth bruise.
birthday. It's
a meth
birthday.
bruise.
Well, a meth bruise. She sounds like a delight.
She looks like a good time.
I love the delight.
That's marriable material right there.
Fair
It
enough.
was her birthday.
Well, look, this is what we do here on the Dude Show. Some people have said this is not a comic podcast, and at this point, I might agree with them.
It's not that funny.
Well, all right. Well, there she is.
Okay, we have one more kind of sad one, and
All
then
right,
we'll
let's
bring
do
it
it.
up.
Okay.
A Canadian porn star, Luca Rocco Magnotta, allegedly videotaped the murder of his lover and then uploaded it online and then mailed his lover's body parts to the Canadian government.
Bethany, how was the holidays when you were
was-
picking these stories for the comedy podcast?
It's always a little triggering. It's always a little.
all right.
A little gray, a little dreary.
Someone killed someone. And,
Yeah. But the point of it, he's been arrested now. He was found in a Berlin internet cafe. But the thing is that he videotaped the murder and then he uploaded it online and then
YouTube.
he mailed the body parts. I've been watching a lot of murder on Netflix. A lot of murder,
lot of Lifetime.
like Blood, Lies, and Alibis. I've been watching them like
A
nonstop.
lot of this shouldn't have happened to her.
And now I just am like making fun of. It's really desensitizing. I have to stop. But so he mailed the body parts to different government officials in Canada. Why? I don't know. But he was like a Chinese boyfriend.
Well, we hate the Chinese.
That's true.
We love Chinese food.
Well, I
We
do.
don't hate
I love
the
crab ragout.
Did he play that part homosexually, or is he straight?
He's a gay porn star.
Oh, okay.
Did he do it with a samurai sword?
He's used to videotaping things.
Yeah.
It was probably just up in his room. And
The only way I'm going to sign off on this guy killing him if he did it with Chinese stars. You know, it's pretty hard to kill someone with those. I had him as a kid. I threw one at a kid and it stuck into his ankle.
No.
And he said, "Fuck."
Yeah.
He's pretty mad at me. His name was Kenny.
your mom got you
sure he's
throwing
mad.
stars?
I'm really tired of people sharing everything on the internet. Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, murder your friends
Keep
and
it to yourself.
boyfriends to yourself.
Yeah. Well, by the way, what a showboater. I mean, I bet he
Totally.
tweeted it too. Hey.
Yeah, tweeted.
And then it went to his Instagram. What a douche.
All right. Well,
I have a
wait
lighter story.
Oh, please,
Yeah,
for
bring
the love
it.
of
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a happy one.
Give
it's
us
really
some
happy.
fluff.
Okay. So the numbers are in for the first week of Colorado's legal marijuana.
Oh, yeah, smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's pretty light. Okay, so the owners of the 37 new dispensaries around the state reported their first week retail sales to the Huffington Post. They brought in roughly $5 million. Wow. Colorado, the first state to allow retail recreational marijuana sales to adults aged 21 and older, has projected nearly $600 million in combined wholesale and retail marijuana sales annually. The state, which expects to collect nearly $70 million in tax revenue from pot sales this year. That's a lot of green.
Good news for taxes. Bad news for people that have to talk to people that smoke weed like 3 feet from their faces. You ever get some bad breath, weed breath from it?
Yeah, you don't
know
like
what I'm
that.
talking about? Like, a lot of
Yeah.
people that smoke weed, some serious like
Weed breath?
ganja weed breath.
That's worse than like 50-year-old dude breath.
Thick.
40, yeah,
Dad
midlife
breath?
dad breath.
Dad
But no,
breath.
weed breath is pretty bad.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The stinky.
Familiar.
Bad breath is the worst.
Well,
Yes.
but the
Bad
weed
breath
breath.
can stop you hot.
Well, I love how weed
Stop a
smokers
train.
were smart enough to call it cotton mouth, but
Yeah.
it really should be called
Death mouth.
shit
shit
Trench mouth.
Yeah, shit trap. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit trap.
You know, I once dated a chick that smoked a lot of weed. Took that bong rip right in the morning.
Wake and
That
bake.
commingling with a little morning breath.
That's not good.
That's magic. And then she probably wanted to bone after
Well,
that.
the only thing missing from that cocktail was some dungeon ass.
Oh, God.
Dungeness? Like
Dungeness.
Dungeness crab?
What is-
Like
what's
what the fuck is
Dungeness?
Dungeness?
Oh, when you bend her over and it
Dungeness.
just
No.
it smells like all God
Dungeon
hell.
ass.
What's dungeon?
Yeah,
This is new.
Dungeon ass is when a girl's been like mixing it up like the chemicals between her butt cheeks all night, and then you make the misfortunate mistake of
Wait, mix-
flipping her over, hit it doggy style, and you get a little whiff of her ass as you're hitting it from behind. But you go through it anyway because you're really into it. And you know what? On a certain level of funk is a turn on, but a little weed breath, a little dungeon ass. Those two mixed together, it will knock you out of the fucking room.
I've never heard of Dungeon ass.
I
It's killing
haven't either.
Co-mingling.
You know what?
Co-mingling.
I need the star. The more you know. Dungeon ass.
You know what I do?
Just
so I know. Look, I'll just openly admit, I dated a Latin girl for a little while. She was adamant about putting a digit in my backside. It's not anything I liked. I did it for her.
Getting it
That's
on
what
your
you do when you're
dungeon
dating
ass.
someone.
The real
But
definition
let me tell you
of
what I would do,
dungeon ass.
guys.
Did she have fingernails?
And actually, ironically, yes. Actually, not ironically. It was very painful.
Yeah.
But I will say this, gentlemen. I don't know if
And
you would
lady.
take the
And lady.
time and care that I did, but I'd know she's coming over. I'd get some of those wet wipes. I'd really work inside there, making around, because I knew she was going to be doing that. And then she'd kiss me, and she'd put her palm up to my hand after. And I know I didn't want to get a whiff of my own,
So wait, let me get this straight. So you'd finger yourself about a good 1 to 2 inches to make
Yep.
sure that
I don't
that
like that
pipe was
you're-
clean
I
because
don't
you
like
knew
3 inches.
it was more of a medical procedure.
You were warming yourself up.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
How do you
Nice
spin it?
and loose.
How do you spin it?
Nice and loose.
I don't know how
That's
to
a
spin.
game for another day.
I'm a All right, everybody. Well, on that note, Mikey, hit it, please. Hey, look, peeps. If you ever oh, sorry, Bethany.
Oh, yeah. That's the news. I'm Bethany Anderson, and I'm not the town whore, or something like that.
Well, do you ever take
that
a
works.
digit? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, look, we appreciate you guys listening. We saved all the good shit for the last 2 minutes of the show, but you guys already turned off. Anyway, hey, thanks for listening. We enjoy doing this. Tell a friend. That's the only way we're going to keep doing it. We love you. We'll see you the next podcast. Over and out, motherfuckers.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.